In the heart of a city that never slept, there lived a girl named Freya. You know the type, the kind of beautiful that seems almost painted, with eyes that held the glimmer of 1,000 city lights and a smile that could make even the most stubborn flower bloom. But Freya's beauty was a gilded cage. Every head she turned, every whispered compliment, felt less like admiration and more like a label she couldn't peel off. She wasn't just Freya, she was the beautiful girl. It was a title that followed her everywhere, from the coffee shop on the corner to the art gallery she loved to visit. One rainy Tuesday, while seeking refuge in her favorite antique shop, a place filled with the ghosts of forgotten stories, something caught her eye. Tucked away in a dusty corner, beneath a pile of old maps, was a small, ornate music box. It was carved from a dark, unfamiliar wood, with intricate silver filigree that swirled like captured starlight. There was no keyhole, no visible clasp. It was perfectly seamless. The shopkeeper, a kind old man with spectacles perched on his nose, just shrugged. "Been here for ages," he said. "Never seen it open. It's a puzzle, I suppose." Freya was captivated. She bought the box, feeling a strange pull towards it, a sense of connection she hadn't felt with anything or anyone in a long time. Back in her sun-drenched apartment, she spent hours examining it, tracing the silver lines with her fingertips, feeling the smooth, cool wood. It was a mystery, a secret waiting to be unlocked, and for the first time in forever, she felt like she was more than just a pretty face looking back at her in the mirror. She was a detective, an explorer. That night, as the city hummed its nightly tune outside her window, Freya held the box. Frustrated, she sighed, her breath fogging the polished surface. As she wiped it away, she noticed something incredible. Where her breath had touched the wood, a faint, glowing script appeared for just a moment before vanishing. Her heart hammered in her chest. She breathed on it again, holding it longer this time. The script reappeared, clearer now. It wasn't a language she recognized, but a series of elegant symbols that seemed to dance in the faint light. Excited, Freya spent the next few days in the library, poring over books of ancient scripts and forgotten languages. The symbols were elusive, appearing in fragments in obscure texts about forgotten artisans and ancient celestial maps. It was a slow, painstaking process, but Freya was driven. Each tiny discovery felt like a victory, a piece of a puzzle only she could solve. This quest became her world. She forgot about the gazes on the street, the empty compliments. She was on an adventure. Finally, she pieced it together. The script was a form of lunar glyphs, a symbolic language said to be read only by the light of a full moon. And the message? It was a riddle. I opened not with a key, but with a song, a melody forgotten, where true hearts belong. A song? How was she supposed to find a forgotten melody? It seemed like an impossible task, another locked door. But Freya wasn't discouraged. She felt a spark of determination she hadn't realized she possessed. Her research led her to stories of a Whispering Conservatory, an almost mythical place that was said to house the world's lost melodies. Most people dismissed it as a fairy tale, but Freya found a faded map in an old city archive, tucked within the pages of a book about urban legends. The map pointed to an abandoned botanical garden on the outskirts of the city, a place long overgrown and reclaimed by nature. With a deep breath and a backpack full of hope, she set off. The garden was even more wild and beautiful than she had imagined. Vines clung to crumbling stone walls, and flowers grew in chaotic, vibrant patches. Following the map's cryptic directions, she navigated through winding paths until she found it, a glass greenhouse, its panes surprisingly intact, shimmering in the afternoon sun. Inside, instead of plants, were rows upon rows of delicate, bell-like glass instruments, each one unique. This was the Whispering Conservatory. As she stepped inside, a soft, ethereal hum filled the air, as if the very glass was alive with music. A gentle breeze, channeled through cleverly designed vents in the ceiling, was playing the instruments, creating a symphony of chimes that was both random and beautiful. How could she find a specific melody in all this? Then she remembered the riddle, where true hearts belong. It wasn't about finding a song. It was about creating one. She remembered the music box, the way the silver filigree swirled. She took a deep breath, closed her eyes, and began to hum. Not a song she had heard, but a melody that came from within her, a tune that spoke of her loneliness, her frustration, and her newfound hope. It was a song of her own heart. As she hummed, she walked through the conservatory, lightly tapping the glass bells that seemed to resonate with her tune. One by one, the other chimes fell silent, until only the bells she touched were ringing, echoing her personal melody. When she finished, a profound silence filled the greenhouse. Then, from the very center of the room, one final, perfect note rang out, pure and clear. Lying on a stone pedestal she hadn't noticed before was a single, silver key, shaped like one of the lunar glyphs. It wasn't a key for the music box's lock, it didn't have one. Rushing back to her apartment, heart pounding, she realized the key fit a tiny, almost invisible indentation on the bottom of the box. She turned the key. There was a soft click, and the top of the box didn't just open. It bloomed. The wooden panels unfolded like a flower, revealing not jewels or gold, but a mesmerizing, swirling orb of light at its center. The light pulsed with a gentle energy, and as it grew, it projected a scene onto her wall. It showed a woman who looked strikingly like Freya, an artisan from centuries ago, surrounded by tools and celestial charts. A voice, warm and ancient, filled the room, narrating the artisan's story. The woman had created the box not to hide a treasure, but to find a kindred spirit. She too had felt unseen, valued only for her craft rather than her mind and heart. She had designed the puzzle to be solved only by someone with curiosity, intelligence, and a true heart, someone who could look past the surface. The light wasn't a magical power. It was a record, a story, a connection across time. As the projection faded, the light in the box dimmed, leaving behind a single, perfectly smooth, silver locket. Freya picked it up. Inside, there was no space for a picture. Instead, it was a mirror. But when she looked into it, she didn't just see her face. She saw the girl who deciphered ancient glyphs, the adventurer who found a lost conservatory, the musician who composed a song from her soul. She saw herself truly, for the first time. The music box hadn't given her a treasure. It had helped her uncover the one she had all along. From that day on, things were different. People still saw her beauty, but it no longer defined her. When they looked at her, they also saw a quiet confidence, a spark of mystery in her eyes. Freya started volunteering at the antique shop, sharing stories of the objects with customers, helping them see the magic in forgotten things. She wore the locket every day, not as a reminder of her beauty, but as a reminder of her journey and her strength. She learned that the greatest adventure wasn't about finding a hidden treasure, but about discovering the incredible, multifaceted, and truly beautiful person you were always meant to be. Thank you so much for watching Freya's story unfold with us. If you enjoyed this journey of mystery and self-discovery, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more animated stories that touch the heart. We love having you here. See you in the next video.